Aries, guess what? It's July 2018, and this is your reading. Aries, I know I don't get a lot of Aries viewers, so I'm going to keep this reading short and sweet. You know how it goes. The signs that aren't terribly interested, they're definitely not going to be the signs that are interested in hour-long reads. So we'll keep it short and sweet and see what energies you can look out for. If love comes through, money comes through, I think for your June reading, or maybe your July money reading, your money is looking good. Like you've got some ideas coming through. Some of you guys are either building empires or you're beginning empires, and right now is the planning process, the strategy that you're putting into a situation. You've got, I think, a vacation coming for some of you, or you're coming back from a vacation. Definitely, it's like a new leaf for a lot of you guys, in a cool way. Something new. Something new. A new way of living. A new way of living. So if you were if something major must have happened, or a transition has happened, or an idea is taking shape and it's creating this new way of living for a lot of Aries right now. Your current energy is the Justice card in reverse. And so that just means that I think that for some of July, you're going to have lots of speed bumps, lots of hiccups. I already did the money read, so I wanted to stay away from money. And we're just going to talk about your general energies, your day-to-days, your interpersonal relationships with people, perhaps love if that comes through. But I feel like, okay, so if you were the Justice card in reverse, something is not going in your favor. Some of you guys are dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Either way, you're dealing with someone who manages money, who focuses on finances. This could be a boss, but it could be just someone that you deal with and who is after your money, took your money, is trying to be manipulative with your money, something like that. And so that energy is blocking you. Also, it could just be meaning that there's like a transferring of funds or transferring of assets or something. You don't want to budge. You're not liking this transition. Whatever's changing. Maybe power in a household is shifting. Power in a partnership is shifting. And that's not feeling good to some of you guys. I know I wanted to stay away from money, but this is coming through. Or, very simply, you could have been in a relationship with an earth sign and it's not working out. Or you're having second thoughts about this, or you found out that that person had some sort of illegal dealings, or you found out that they were into some shady shit, and so that's not attractive to you, and you're not liking that. This is for some of you guys. There is some sort of marriage or union or traditional partnership. So everything is on the up and up. I think you thought you were in the up and up in a situation, and you're finding out very quickly that you're not, or someone's being shady, or someone had something, you know, some sort of conviction or something like that. And the Justice card in reverse energy is saying you're just feeling like, what's happening? I thought everything was on the up and up. I thought everything was, you know, honest and true. Some of you guys are dealing with a Libra. I think that for sure you're in a traditional situation, and I don't know, you know, with the Justice card in reverse, how comfortable you are with that, but definitely there's a traditional situation, a marriage, a union, a partnership of some sort, rules, obligations. You're like, we got to drop, you know, your taxes, like whatever you do, ID forms, we need to, you know, cross the T's, dot the I's, make sure everything's on the up and up, and this person is maybe making it difficult for you. Maybe they want to cut corners. Maybe they want to do something. And you're like, I don't know about all that. But either way, it is important stuff that you're doing right now, a lot of you. And you want to make sure everything is on the up and up. And you might be just feeling like you're getting pushback or static from someone in some situation. Let's see. In the recent past, you have what you thought you lost came back to you. So maybe a job offer, or maybe a relationship or a partnership, or something that you thought you lost came back to you. There's a recovery. There was a recovery, for sure, of something. And it doesn't have to be something as dramatic. I know this picture is super dramatic. It doesn't have to be something as dramatic as a relationship or a windfall of money, or you found a fucking bag of coins. Like, it's not that dramatic. You could have been like, oh, there's my ID. If I would have known that, you know, I left my ID in my purple purse, I wouldn't have had to go to the DMV and get a new ID. So it could be something as simple as that, you guys. I know everyone tries to gas everybody up with these cards, but the reality is that this is just 1 month in your life, and the big things don't happen in a day. The big things, you know, go at a glacial pace, and they arrive when they arrive, ready to go, and that takes a long time. It doesn't just happen overnight. Okay, so there's a recovery. You find something, you recover something, maybe. You know, right before you sent off paperwork, you found the original paperwork, so you're like, oh, thank God. So it's something like that. So that's good. And that's just recently happened, or is going to happen. So the possible outcome is, you know, again, Aries, you take on too much, you do too much. And so if you're dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or you're dealing with a Libra, and you're feeling like you are in this traditional situation, you signed contracts, you signed whatever the traditional situation is for you, you are someone who is like, I'm sticking with this. This is what I signed on for. This is what I'm sticking to. And that's good. But at the same time, you do feel like, okay, I do have my small wins. I do have my recoveries. I did pick up something. And that's great. But at the same time, you're also feeling very much, and this is definitely not an Aries, but some of you guys are feeling like, oh man, I'm trapped between a rock and a hard place. I'm stuck, or I have no choice but to do this because I made a promise. And so that's that energy I'm getting with this. I have no choice but to follow through because I made a promise and I don't quit. That's the Aries through and through. And so because of that, you're kind of doing a little wah. And that's not your style to do the wah thing. You put your head down and do work. But internally, this is not something that I don't think you're showing anyone. I think internally you're like, fuck, I'm stuck. That's a possible outcome. In the near future, what can you expect? By the end of July, with all this strange put upon energy that you're experiencing, good. You've got the Queen of Cups. So there's a water sign, a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, female, older or young, or older or same age as you, who is around you and wants to help you. This person is going to come through in a pinch to help you. The other thing you need to remember is that this could be your energy, where maybe you were being slightly withholding. Maybe you recovered some elements of your routine and what makes you comfortable in your life. Your, you know, your domestic habits, the things that make you, you. And maybe you lost them for a second there because you were feeling, you know, put upon, or maybe you were feeling like things weren't working out in your favor. And because of that, you were feeling trapped and you were feeling slightly victim. You were like, oh gosh, my mind, I've got 100 things on my plate and 100 things in my mind, and I just have so many things to do and I just feel trapped. And so you need time, you need that solitude to get your own answers, because you want to, you know, be your own hero. And so because of that, you're going to get your answers. You're going to figure out how to get out of a bind that you might be in. You're going to get out, and then you're going to feel emotionally generous again. And you're going to feel emotionally safe and sound again. And so much so that you're going to be more giving again with your time and your energy and your love and all those things. And you're going to experience that. I think that you're going to give yourself, that's what I want to say too, is you're going to give yourself, you're going to treat yourself. You're going to give more to yourself, and you're going to give, you're going to love yourself a little bit more is what I'm feeling with this Queen of Cups card. Let's pull 4. 4 for destiny. What's coming through for Okay. I do think that sometime in July, whoever you haven't spoken to in quite some time, maybe someone that was maybe an earth sign, you and this person are going to have communication for sure in July. The communication, the stalemate that you guys had is going to be ended, and you're going to have almost like a heart-to-heart with an air sign or an earth sign. I think that the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, so the communication that you have for the month of July is going to, maybe in the beginning of July you're feeling like things aren't going in your direction. The Wheel of Fortune is saying yes, and when you have communication with someone, when you break the ice with someone, the communication is going to open up doors and you're going to feel great again. What's helping you, though, is the Queen of Wands energy, and so I think that that is, you know, the Queen of Wands in reverse does say, like, you know, arrogance, lack of confidence, not being creative, feeling very stubborn, not being the, you know, being kind of conniving, being, you know, a little manipulative. That's the energy, but it's in reverse and it's helping, and it's in the section of helping you. So what I think that actually means is that you are not going to, here's what I think. I think the communication you have with someone is that of being very truthful, letting your feelings be known honestly about a situation, but it's not the Queen of Swords in reverse. You're actually going to temper your tongue. You're going to feel your feelings, and your energy is going to express whatever disappointment or anger or confusion you may feel. But you're actually going to temper your tongue. You're not going to say exactly what you think, but your energy will speak volumes, I think, in a communication that you have with someone. And I think all that is tempered because of the Queen of Cups energy as well. So you're going to be kind and soothing, but you're absolutely going to express your disappointment, your anger, your whatever feelings you have, but you're not going to say it. You're going to mind your tongue, is what I think. Overall, I think that you're going to experience an imbalance. So it's almost going to be like you're going to have a conversation with someone in July that expresses your feelings clearly, and the other person is going to be like, and this is just an example, is going to be like, I'm sorry you feel that way. And you're like, motherfucker, that is not what I was trying to hear. I needed an apology. I needed you to actually recognize what the fuck I was saying. Not, sorry you feel that way. So there's an imbalance in that respect. Yeah. For those of you guys looking for love, this was your general, obviously, but for you guys looking for love, I think that you have some communication with a Leo. I think that if you're waiting on communication, it's going to come hard and swift and fast. It's going to be erratic. The conversation is going to go fucking nowhere with someone, and it's going to be held in August. I think that some of you guys are dealing with an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. And I think that you're scaring them off, but drawing them in at the same time as the energy I'm getting. You're scaring them off, but drawing them in. Yeah, that's what I feel, which is kind of, it could be fun, but it's probably not. But some of you guys are dealing with a Leo. There's a Leo coming in for you guys. A Leo, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra coming in for you guys, for sure, that you're dealing with. There's just delays in July. So that's why I said August. If you're waiting on communication from someone, it's not going to happen until August. There's just delays. Yeah. So that's your July 2018 reading, Aries. I'm sorry that, same thing with Leo. Like I said before, a lot of these energies right now, it's all like the dust is settling, or some decision was made back in May or June, and that takes time, okay? All this stuff, like energy, just doesn't happen overnight. All that stuff takes time to develop and turn into whatever next story it's going to turn into. Okay, so that's that energy. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye!